Hi, my name is Attorney Walter Rudolph Hnot III. I'm with Disability Resolution PA, an Orlando, Orange County-based Social Security disability law firm. Let's go ahead and do the next question. I'm a newborn. What advantage do I have when filing for Social Security disability benefits? At first, my brain's like, that's a terrible question, but then I'm like, oh, there's a lot of nuance there. All right, one time I was at the Federal Middle District Court, and I saw, I was at the Middle District Court. Was that the Circuit Court? I was at the Middle District Court in Florida, and the attorney on behalf of the Social Security Administration was arguing that basically, and he was rightfully doing so, that they had claimed among many of the impairments that the child had anxiety, and it was a newborn for the most part, a very young child. And well, it was a child actually around like 1 or 2 or whatever. But the bottom line is, because it took time to get to that point, but the bottom line was, they're like, how would we even know if the child has anxiety? The child has no capacity to even talk. So that's my funny little intro story to that, even though it was not funny. Let's go ahead and go onto this. Newborn. Well, the newborn, what advantages does the newborn have? They don't have to fill out any of the forms. Mom has to, or dad. We can't be sexist. Both options are available. And basically, they fall into what are called the KID categories, which are the the disability listings specifically created for children. Additionally, kids, when they're really, really super duper young, there's all these little odd formation or congenital based impairments that can kind of pop up. Not every kid, when we're that little, sometimes we come out and we're not growing in the right way. Things aren't functioning perfectly. It happens. It's a new model. You gotta work the tweaks out of it. Yada yada. In that regard, there's a lot of unique little impairment options that are available to children that are that young because that pops up. With that said, those are the most likely claims to go through a CDR and have the benefits removed, because those impairments over a bit of time through the developmental stages can, in tendency, go away. What advantages does a newborn have over other individuals when filing for disability benefits? Well, insurance, right off the bat. If you're 36 going, well, can I have insurance? They automatically get insurance for the most part in pretty much every state at this point. And that is because throughout the post-gestation process, we are now with the baby, we want them to have the best potential chance of forming into a positive citizen in the United States. And by doing that, giving a newborn health insurance is incredibly important. Another thing is that it does not take much evidence comparatively because the newborn has not been around as long. So the SSA may say, we want to wait 6 months, we want to wait 12 months, see what happens. But that's kind of one of the things, and I mean, they almost always will, because in order to have an impairment, right, under the disability guidelines and rules, it has to be severe, which under, element 2 is, an impairment that lasts 12 months, will last 12 months, or has lasted 12 months. But there's some wiggle room with that, with how they usually apply it, even though it's supposed to be set in stone, which is that when the child's really, really young and the parent needs proper insurance, or like a better insurance, or a like a federally backed insurance, or a monthly check to be able to take care of this child, they will be like, well, we don't know if this impairment's going to necessarily wait 12 months, but they still might put it through. And they'll usually use what's considered a presumptive disability allowance, which kind of gets them away from the whole elemental requirement allowance. So that's kind of how you wiggle those claims through. What advantages does a newborn have? They are completely emotionless when it comes to the waiting process. They're not sitting there fearful and worrying and saying, I'm disabled. They're completely emotionless through the process. Yeah, that sounds good. I make these things up as I go through because I have to think through them, because I just have a list of video topics I'm supposed to do. I don't actually pre-think these things out almost. It's rare. It's more than rare. Anyways, my name is Attorney Walter Rudolph III. I will catch you a little bit later. Have an absolutely wonderful day, and thank you so much. And we will go from there. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.